Que lo que? Let's see if you guys can let me know if you can hear me or not. Please let me know. I'm trying to see on my phone if I can hear myself. I feel like I can hear me pretty well. I can, crystal clear. Okay. It probably was his game, Chrissy. Because they said they can hear me now. They probably was his connection. Hello, Adriel. How are you today? ¿Cómo estás hoy? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes hoy? So normally there will be a panel here, but because of the holidays, a lot of people are spending time with their family. But I still decided to want to come on here and talk with you guys. So I'm probably going to be alone today. So if you guys have any preguntas que me quieren hacer o algo así, yo estoy aquí dispuesto a responder cualquier pregunta que tengan o cualquier duda. Or if any of you guys want to join the chat, you guys can send me a DM and I will give you guys the link for you guys to join para que puedan practicar su español. I'm great, and you? I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. Yo estoy súper bien. Yo tuve un día sumamente productivo hoy. I had a very productive day today. ¿Quién está viendo? It doesn't tell me who's viewing. It just tells me how many people. So le mando saludos a todos los que me están viendo. Probably starting next week. There's gonna be I'm gonna be going live 6 days a week, except for Sundays. Sundays will be the only days that I do not go live. At the same time, 6:30 to 7:30, the latest being 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And each day we'll be doing something on that day. So like today's Monday, so today's supposed to be like a role playing, me and other people on the panel, but I'm by myself today, so that won't be happening. It said, what is your Spanish accent? I would say my Spanish accent is more Caribbean, if anything. It's a mixture between like Dominican Spanish, Puerto Rican Spanish, Panamanian Spanish. More towards that way. A lot of my friends are Caribbean. So yo estando con esa gente mucho tiempo se me ha pegado ese acento. So yeah, I would say that. Also, you guys notice the live has a new name. So it is CGT Live. CGT has a meaning. I'll reveal the meaning later. It says, hola, are you ready for the New Year's? Yes, estoy sumamente emocionado para el año nuevo. I'm excited for the new year. I have a lot of plans and goals. So I am excited about the new year. And you guys? I want to know, what did you guys like language learning goals for the new year? For those of you guys who are learning Spanish. Let me see. I actually want to learn a new language as well. I don't know. I'm thinking French. I like the way French sounds. It sounds pretty cool. Hello, Kwana. I hope I'm saying your name right. Kwana. It says, my goal is to be conversational within 6 months. My goal is to be able to communicate with my grandmother. Oh, that's pretty cool. Where's your grandmother from? My goal is to be conversation within 6 months. 6 months, that's very possible, actually. You'll probably be a little further than conversational within 6 months. It depends on how you spend your time. Your grandma's from Puerto Rico. Oh, that's pretty cool. So she's Boricua. Is she the only one in your family que habla español, or there's other people as well? Like, does your parents speak Spanish? No les voy a mentir, estando aquí solo, de verdad, no sé, estoy súper, súper nervioso. Like, I do not like being on the panel by myself. It's just kind of like, I don't know. My mom understands it, but it's rusty at speaking. Okay. I never really understood how that works. I know a lot of people who like they can understand the language, but they can't speak it. It doesn't make sense to me in my brain. Um, but that is very common. Um, Azriel, Kwana, I think you guys should join. I'm pretty sure you guys are thinking that you have to be at a certain level of Spanish to join. You actually don't. We actually could speak in English and have these conversations up here, so that I'm not alone. Um, that's great. Okay, Kwana G. Let me see. Copy. Somebody's trying to join, but I don't know if the link is working. Let me see if the link will work. Let me see. Invite guest, copy. That's the new link. What resources are you guys happen to be using for your Spanish learning? That food smells so good. I'm hungry.
This steak is gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while.
Maybe like 10 minutes.
Oh, not too bad. Do you do YouTube anymore? Haven't gotten a video from you in almost a year. Jesus, clocking my tea. Yes. So I haven't done a YouTube video in about 7 months, give or take. I'll talk about that another time. But I do have content coming for you guys. You guys will get a video January 7th. Let me look at my calendar. January. Yeah, you guys will get a video January 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I'll be posting another video. I actually have a new schedule. So my new posting schedules are going to be Tuesdays and Fridays. So Tuesday at 11 a.m. and then Fridays at 6 p.m. And I really think you guys are going to enjoy the videos. The videos are me going out and speaking with other people. I won't tell y'all exactly what it's about. You guys are going to have to see. But yeah, they're not any like sit down videos or anything like that. It involves other Spanish speaking people as well. Can't wait. Me neither. I cannot wait for you guys to see as well. It's pretty cool. Walker. I'm not sure if I've seen you in the live before, Walker. But hello. Salud. Te mando muchos saludos. So yeah, as far as the YouTube channel goes, I've been doing YouTube now since I was 17. I'll be 22 soon. And of course, all of you guys know I've been super inconsistent, and I've never really had like a routine or a schedule. And now I have a routine and a schedule for posting, filming, all the things. So you guys will be getting a lot of videos from me starting January the 7th. Did you ever feel intimidated speaking Spanish around your family? No, not really. So my dad's family is Panamanian; they speak Spanish, and so that's normal. My mom's family is from Texas, and I never felt intimidated by it because they've always embraced it. They were extremely happy that they had someone in the family who spoke two languages. They always called me if they wanted to be in someone else's business or if they needed me to translate something. So no, I never felt intimidated speaking Spanish. I stumbled upon your channel when I was looking to speak Spanish fluently about a year ago, but it's still a goal of mine. About a year ago, yeah. It's So I'm gonna be going live. Like I said, I don't think you were in here, but I'll be going live 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Sundays being the only days that I won't. And you can come up here, join the panel, and you can practice your Spanish. Um, Up here with us. I'm by myself today, but I won't be by myself the other lives. There'll be people up here with me that are also learning Spanish, practicing Spanish, all different levels of Spanish. Um, so whatever level you're at, you will find somebody who is at the same level as you as well. And this is a no like judgment zone. We're not gonna make you feel bad about not understanding something or being at a slower pace or anything like that. Um, Hola, me encanta tus videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Muchísimas gracias. Yo boy Rage. ¿Qué lo que? Saludos. Sí, mi gente, los videos que yo voy a estar publicando empezando el 7 de enero van a ser súper brutal. I'm definitely below the level. See, the thing is, it doesn't matter what your level is. You can still come up here and be a part of the community. Like, we embrace everything, every level, every whatever. Like, this is a no judgment zone. And you guys are all here for the same reason, which is to learn Spanish, to get better at it. So, what exercises would you suggest regarding writing and speaking in Spanish? Um, Let me think. What exercises would I suggest regarding writing and speaking in Spanish? As far as the writing goes, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. But as far as speaking goes, I would say um, any chance you get, go out and speak to people, depending on the area you live. So I live in Texas, and Spanish is at everywhere you go. There's going to be Spanish. Like no matter where I go in Texas, I know I'm going to hear Spanish, and so that provides me a lot of opportunity to speak with anybody. And so that's what I would say. Also, talking to yourself works as well. So like creating a conversation with yourself, talking to yourself, recording yourself like on your phone, like in the voice notes or whatever, to hear your pronunciation and creating conversation with yourself, or role playing, putting yourself in certain situations and creating a dialogue could help you as well in terms of speaking. Those are some of the things that I personally would suggest um, regarding speaking in Spanish. Um, what state are you in, Adriel? I used to live in San Antonio, Texas, but I moved to Alabama, so I'm a loner. LOL. Yeah, San Antonio is very Spanish, extremely Spanish. Alabama, I don't know if they have a huge population of Spanish out there. Um, but the good thing is you can join the lives here and you can practice your Spanish, you can practice your speaking. So there's really like no excuse. No hay ninguna excusa, literalmente. Um, Also, since you guys are here, what kind like I already have a bunch of videos that I'm going to be uploading, but what other videos would you guys like to see from me personally? Um, is something that I want to know. Personally, I do. I know sometimes the sit down videos are helpful for you guys, but they're so not interesting to me. Like they're kind of boring for me, like to sit in front of the camera and kind of just talk. So um you guys will be seeing from my channel a lot of me going out and socializing with other people. But if you guys are requesting a certain like sit down video, I'll create it for you. see. I'll give you some time to let the comments flow in. I like the conversations with natives. Absolutely, I do too. If you like those and you're really gonna like you guys on January the 7th is when the video is gonna come out. You guys are really I know that you guys are gonna like that video. Like I know. Different Spanish dialect listening comprehension. I'm sorry, let me read it. Different Spanish dialect listening comprehension. Is that like a video that you would want to see from me, or what was that comment? As it different Spanish dialect listening comprehension. Constitutional age. Yes. You guys saw. I don't know if you guys saw. I did a video. Let me find it. On Omegle. I used to love going on Omegle. They took it away. Omegle is no longer a thing anymore. But I used to love doing the Omegle videos. I got to speak with so many like um, different people from different countries, which was super cool. Um, different Spanish dialect listening comprehension. I'll see what I can do in regards to that. If you weren't here yesterday, I announced that on Fridays I will be having every Friday will be a different guest that is from a particular Spanish speaking country. This week on Friday, the guest he's from Dominican Republic. And so basically, we're going to be interviewing him. He's going to give us some insight on the country, some typical things that I guess people should know about the Dominican Republic. Teaching some Dominican slang words as well. Some of their like costumbres, plato típico, all those things. And then you guys will also have a chance to provide a Q&A for him as well. So every Friday on the live, it will be somebody from a different country that comes on and shares a bit about their country. And you guys can ask whatever questions that you want. Yes. Yeah. So every day, like I said, 6 days a week, every day is going to be something different for you guys. So it's not the same thing over and over again. I like to hear more awkward story times from people shocked that you speak Spanish. Those were good. A day in the life or get ready with me Spanish style. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, I have a few stories. I don't have a lot of stories about people being super shocked, but I think I shared like one or two with you guys on my channel, and then there's some I haven't shared yet that I'm down to share, of course. A day in the life. I love day in the lives and get ready with me, but those do not do as good as the other videos that I do. So I don't know. Not sure. And then since you guys are here and hold on. Let me tell you guys what each day will be so you know. So when you guys come, let me see. Give me a second. Where did I put it at? Yeah, get ready with me. Probably a day in the life, if anything. Probably not so much a get ready with me. Okay, I found it right here, guys. All right. So today, well, this probably will start. I'm still gonna go live every day, but the panel, like the people that are going to be on the panel, they probably will not show up until after the holidays and stuff. So after New Year's and stuff, we should have a full panel. And if you guys ever want to join, you can. I think I'm able to add up to like 10 people onto the live, which is a good number. Okay, so Monday, like today, is role playing. So we'll put ourselves in a particular situation and helping you Spanish learners to I'm having a brain fart. Helping you guys to practice certain situations and stuff like that. How do you start thinking in Spanish instead of translating in your head? That's actually a good one. It took me a while. So I started learning Spanish when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And I used to always translate everything in my mind. So if someone walked up to me and they said, "¿Qué tú haces?" in my mind, it would translate to "What are you doing?" instead of just knowing it. It took me a few years actually of just um, I'm trying to think what I did. I don't know. I just think after a while you just get used to it. Like when someone says hola to you, I'm sure everybody in here knows hola. So you guys are not thinking like, oh, hello. You just know what it means. I think after a while of just hearing the same thing repeatedly, um, you just start to know exactly like what it is and what it means. That's what I have to say about that. King Cody, te mando saludo. ¿Cómo está, bro? So yeah, Mondays role playing. Tuesdays are gonna be for so there'll be two parts. There'll be storytelling, so you guys are able to practice your past tense, which I think the past tense is very important in Spanish. You guys, if you don't know, you have the pretérito y el imperfecto. Those are two different past tense grammar points that are really important. So we'll practice storytelling for you guys to practice that, and then we'll also do collaborative storytelling. So with collaborative storytelling, you guys in the comments and also us on the panel as well, we'll create our own story. So I'll start off giving a sentence, and then the next person will give a sentence, and then the next person will give a sentence, and then at the end we would have created a story, um, helping you guys with your español también. On Wednesdays, I think it'll be really cool. What would you suggest to a beginner on how they can start speaking immediately? Literally, whatever you learn, start repeating it. So if you learn a phrase like "Hola, cómo tú te llamas?" Hello, what is your name? Like, go out and use that immediately. Obviously, when you're speaking to natives, they're going to speak back to you. You're not going to understand what they're saying, um, but just speak. That's all. Just start speaking immediately. Whatever you learn, whatever you hear, repeat it, speak it. Wednesdays are going to be for current events. So basically, there are so many different countries that speak Spanish as a primary language. And we're going to deep dive into whatever country we decide to choose that day or that Wednesday, and figure out some of the current events that are happening within those countries, and how they live differently from maybe us here in the United States. On Thursdays will be trivia, asking you guys some questions, seeing how much you guys know about Spanish, different Spanish countries, um, different holidays and things that they celebrate. And then on Friday, like I said, I'm going to have a guest. And then on Saturdays, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to let me know what your favorite song is. We'll pull it up and then we'll go through and break down the song lyrics in Spanish to English. So that way you guys can have an understanding of what the song means that you're listening to. Um, Doing that, you guys will learn a lot of metaphors, similes, slang words. Do you recommend traveling to Spanish speaking countries if you only know basics? In terms of traveling at all, I have never traveled outside of the United States, so I don't know. Um, Me personally, I wouldn't want to go to I mean, yeah, actually I would. I would go to a country not knowing the language, but I wouldn't go places where there isn't tourists or people that speak English. Um, that's what I would recommend. I don't really have a lot of recommendations as far as traveling goes because, like I said, I never traveled outside of the United States, so I'm not sure. But you do not need to travel outside of the United States to become fluent in a different language. You can do that within your hometown, within your country. Um, so yeah, Saturdays will be the song lyric breakdowns, and then of course Sunday will be nothing because I will not be going live on Sundays. So that is that. Um, So those are some of the different concepts that I came up with for the lives, just so they can become entertaining and they're not the same thing over and over again. My friend wants to go to Mexico. I think there's is, let me see. I think there is enough English. Yeah, I'm sure in Mexico they speak English depending on which part you go. But even then, so many people travel outside of the country that don't speak the language and they have a great time. So I'm sure that won't affect anything. But if you're over there in Mexico, you even knowing basic Spanish, you can practice with them. They'll be extremely excited that you're even speaking their language or trying to learn their language. They're always super ecstatic about that. Um, like I know, like if you guys do not know, I know Korean. I know a bit of Korean, and I really want to go to Korea. Um, and I don't think me not knowing fluent Korean would stop me from having a good experience. King Cody, where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? Let me see if you said it. Where are you from, and how did you discover my channel? I'm always very interested in how you guys found me online. Just within New York. Oh, okay, you're from New York. How is New York? I actually want to go there. I should be going there next year this time. So 2025 for New Year's. I really want to see the ball drop. Um, I know it's going to be super cold though, so I'm not ready for the climate over there. What part of New York are you from, if you can say here? Um, de Nueva York. I looked for black people speaking Spanish, and that's how I found you. That's actually how a lot of people found me as well. Um, looking for black people speaking Spanish. That's actually how I found some of my favorite YouTubers as well. Um, so that is pretty cool. Guana, I don't know if you told us where you're from. Where you happen to be from? Let me see. So yeah, I'm very sure that you guys are gonna enjoy the new videos, and I'm very sure that you guys are gonna enjoy the lives, um, the moment that we have an actual panel on just sort of the. Oh, okay. How is life over there? What is life like? Is there like a large Spanish speaking population over there, or no? I think I may have searched for Caribbean Spanish accent, and I liked your content and subscribe. Okay, dope, dope, dope. That's really cool. I searched for Boricua listening comprehension, and your Boricua slang video came up. Yeah, actually, let me see how many views that video has now. Let me see. Let me see. A lot of people like the Dominican. I mean the Boricua video. Okay, that video has about like 6,000 views. Um, And then the other one, my most famous video that you guys know me probably from, is the black guy shocks Hispanic speaking fluent Spanish. That one has about 27,000 views, um, which is really, really cool. Yeah, as far as Puerto Rican, I have a lot of friends that are from Puerto Rico, and so just being around them, I learned a lot about it, and that's how I was able to make that video. Just taking what I had learned and put it in the video. I didn't see other people doing that, so it's good. I'm from the Bronx in the uptown of New York City. That's always been. Oh yeah, for sure. So you living in the Bronx, like you have access to Spanish speaking people literally every single day. Um, so your progress should be a little quicker than somebody who isn't around so many Spanish speaking people, Do you happen to be afraid to speak to people out in public, Mr. Cody? Do you guys get anxiety when speaking Spanish to people, or do you get nervous, or do you get scared, or do you get so scared you forget how to even speak Spanish? I remember that happens to some people. They totally just forget everything when it's time to speak to a native Spanish speaker. What all did you make?
Rice, broccoli, and pepper steak and rice.
Mm.
Hey, pepper steak.
I'm gonna see where Joe went.
He said he going to the store.
I do. Let me see. Oh my God, so many comments. Definitely. Videos regarding the Rodica accent is very not common. So your video was greatly appreciated. I would love to hear more of it. Yeah, I definitely know a lot more now than I did when I posted that video. So I could definitely make a part two. But with that, I probably would do it with one of my Boricua friends so they can really like explain some of the meanings and stuff. We have a decent sized Hispanic population here. I definitely get nervous to speak. Go ahead and get a plate. Yes, right when I get off, right when I get off here. Um, yeah, my mind goes blank even though I took 9 years total in school. LOL. I personally do not like the way that they teach Spanish in school. I took a Spanish class in middle school, like seventh and eighth grade, and I actually hated it. It was so trash. It wasn't. It's something I would call fake Spanish. I'm sure they use that Spanish in a certain like they teach Spain Spanish. And me being in Texas, I don't come across actually anybody who's from Spain. So I feel like they're doing us a disservice teaching us a kind of language that is spoken in a certain part of the world that's not spoken in the part that we're in. And it does us a disservice. So I think they should be teaching, like for example, I live in Texas. There's lots of Mexicans. We should be learning Mexican Spanish. So when we go out and we encounter other people that speak Spanish, we can understand each other. Um, have you? Oh, you say you took 9 years in school. Jesus, I see, and I think that's crazy. Doing something for 9 years and still not even knowing like anything. That's something wrong. The class isn't too practical. Yeah, it's not practical at all. Um, Even the Hispanohablantes at my school feel Spanish too. That is actually true. I remember I had a friend. She was from Puerto Rico and she was failing Spanish. And I asked her, like, how are you failing? And she was like, I mean, it's Spanish, but it's not my Spanish. Um, and I was like, oh, I feel that. Like, yeah, you're right. For me, I get insecure regarding my method in learning Spanish and eventually fall off. I'm definitely intimidated by speaking it mainly because it's just me learning it. Well, Azriel, good news for you. You're not by yourself anymore. Um, like I said, you guys can join the panel, come up here and speak. Um, it will be great for every single one of you guys in here that is learning Spanish. The opportunity as well is also something that I don't see. Like I don't see any other YouTubers out here doing this, at least not for free. Like if they're doing it, they're definitely charging you guys like an arm and a leg. But um, getting insecure. Um, you don't have to feel insecure though. Um, I think as Americans, we put a lot of thought into like wanting to sound good speaking a language. First of all, you're just learning, so you're not gonna sound perfect. And also, I think if we learn from foreigners, like they come over here, their English is really bad. It's horrible, but it doesn't stop them from getting a job. It doesn't stop them from ordering food. It doesn't stop them from doing anything. Like as horrible as their English is, they still are able to convey their message and get their point across. And that's the most important thing when you're trying to communicate in a language is just to be understood. It doesn't have to be grammatically correct. Um, you just want people to understand you and you want to be able to understand the other person that you're talking to. As far as being insecure, I don't know if I ever had a moment of insecure. I remember thinking I was really really good at Spanish, and then I got around a bunch of like Puerto Ricans, and at this time I didn't really understand their Spanish like I do today. And I was like, oh my god, like I don't even know any Spanish. Like I was like, dang, and I thought I knew so much, and I did, but I didn't know a lot of slang words that they use, or I didn't know their way of speaking. And so it made me feel super insecure. I don't think I said many words when I was around them in Spanish, at least. Let me see. Oh, perdón. If I may ask, ¿qué edades tienen todos aquí? Like, how old is everyone here? For those of you guys who don't know, I'm 21. Yo tengo 21 años de edad. I will be 22 in a few months. I feel that way with Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish. Yes. Actually, there's some couple podcasts that I could recommend you guys to listen to. 20 years old. Okay, 20. So you're gonna be 21 this year. You're gonna be legal. 21 is great. I won't lie. I didn't have the best year ever, but it was still cool. It was okay. Um, yeah, I felt that way. I felt that way too about Puerto Rican and Dominican Spanish. I don't anymore. I pretty much understand a lot of the Puerto Rican and Dominican um, way of speaking. So it's easy for me. 31, 31. Wow. 40. Wow. 40. How's 40? I heard 40 is like the new 20s. I don't know. 31. How's your 30s? How's it been? 36. 36. No way. You don't even look 36. I'll have to look at your page again. I'm gonna have to like I don't you don't look 36. Um yes, I'm 21. Um can you guys believe I've been on YouTube since like 17 years old? And I've been super duper 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 inconsistent until now. I have a whole no more inconsistency. I can promise you that. Divertida, divertida. ¿Cómo así divertida? Divertida. Me imagino. I'm the baby here. Yeah, you're youngin. You're a youngin. Tú eres la más menor acá. ¿Cuándo vas a cumplir los 21 años? When you be 21. Um, So that's it. Do you guys have any plans on like learning any other languages in the future aside from Spanish, or is Spanish just the only language that you guys are like interested in picking up and learning and becoming fluent in? No, I know what divertida. I know what divertida means. I'm saying, how has it been fun for you? What's made it fun? October 17th. Oh, you just turned 20. I want to learn Hebrew. Oh yeah, Hebrew. The way it's written me interesa mucho. I'm very interested in the way it's written. Um, I think that's pretty cool. I want to be a polyglot. So, polyglot is a person that speaks four or more languages. So, I want to be able to do that. Your channel will grow so much when you post more. You have really good content. Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely know that it will grow more once I get to posting more. I'm hoping to see a really big jump at the end of January. Because I'm gonna post like 8 to 9 videos in January, so there should be a huge jump. I plan to learn American Sign Language. I feel like with sign language, every like I don't know why they have American Sign Language. It just should be universal, I believe. Your 30s are like grown and sexy vibes. Okay, would you agree, Chrissy?
Yeah.
She would agree. Ella está de acuerdo contigo. Okay, okay. And 20s are just filled with I don't know. When I think about me being 20, I think about just trial and error and building. Um, that's what I think about. I can't wait to be in my 30s. um, I want to learn Japanese. Japanese, actually, my cousin is stationed in Japan, and he's having a great time in Japan, by the way. And he's learning Japanese as well. Um, I don't know how to explain it. I feel you. I get you. Yes. So right now I speak English, Spanish, and Korean. My English and Spanish are about the same. They're like I speak them the same. And then my Korean is like pretty beginner. So I can read and write Korean fluently, and but in terms of conversation, is pretty like beginner. Beginner. Enjoy your 20s. It goes by fast. LOL. No, I'm definitely gonna enjoy my 20s, pero I want to learn Japanese as well for anime. A lot of people like anime. I cannot get into anime. I don't know what it is about anime, but I have no idea. I have no clue. Maybe I just haven't came across the right one yet. I know there's thousands of different animes. So, um, do you guys are you guys watching any Spanish shows? Listening to any Spanish podcasts? Reading any Spanish books? Will we get a Korean video in the future? Um, Possibly. There's a possibility that there will be a Korean video. Um, Not soon. Not soon. Your Korean is like my Spanish. Mm, okay, right. For me, there's I think I only have one Korean friend. Um, and she's always pretty busy, so I never really have a lot of time to just sit and talk with her. Um, but a fun fact, it took me about 45 minutes to learn how to read in Korean. Reading in Korean is super easy. It just looks hard, but when you really sit down, it's really easy. So when I'm reading like something in Korean, I can pronounce it, but I don't know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Um, a lot of podcasts. Yo también, a mí me encantan muchísimo los podcasts. I'm also watching a lot of podcasts as well. Not so much. I mean, I watch a few Spanish podcasts, but a lot of the podcasts that I really like, they're in English. I've been trying to listen to Boricua artists to build some common vocabulary and adapting the accent. Yes. So, like I said, on Fridays, no, on Thursdays, no, Saturdays. Sorry, on Saturdays, you guys will be able to, like, you've been listening to a lot of Boricua artists. You'll be able to let me know what song it is. We'll pull it up, and us collectively will go over the song, break it down, and you'll be able to learn vocabulary and stuff that way, along with the meaning. I like Spanish shows on Netflix. Narcos, Celia. Is Celia still on Netflix? I actually loved Celia. I thought they took it away. Narcos. I haven't seen Narcos. I've been listening to an audiobook in Spanish. Hábitos. Oh, ese libro me encanta. Yo tengo ese libro en inglés. That's a really, really good book. I haven't finished it yet. I'll probably actually read it in the month of January, actually. I had got it from Barnes and Nobles. It was a really good one. But Celia, you guys haven't seen Celia. It's a really, really good show. It's about, I want to say like 60 or 70 episodes, maybe 60, 70 episodios por ahí. But it's really good. It's very interesting. Another show that I liked on Netflix that they took away was La Esclava Blanca. Let me see. La Esclava, La Esclava Blanca, which was a really, really good show. It was one of my favorite shows. I could watch it over and over and over again. They ended up taking it away. I don't know on which platform you will be able to find it now. But La Esclava Blanca, esclava means slave, for those of you guys who don't know. It means the white slave, but it's a really, really good, it was a really good show. I love that show. You seen that show too? That show was amazing. I loved all the characters, the storylines, the scenery, everything was just great. I really love that show. That's also one of the shows I started watching to practice like my Spanish at the time. I think that show came out when I was in like middle school or something like that. Off topic, but I feel like when I train, um, speaking, I get better so fast at speaking, but when it comes to listening, I could so much content and still not improve my listening. What can I say about that? Um, I think I'm trying to think what advice I could give you as far as being able to improve your listening. Everything is really just repetition, really. You just have to do it every single day. Like make that your main thing. And then don't like listen to something and not be able to understand it and then move on. Like continue to re-listen and re-listen and re-listen as many times as you need to until you get it, until you're able to hear and understand. I love Celia, but yeah, it looks like they took it off. Yeah, they took it off. I don't know why they always take off the good stuff and leave the trashy stuff, but whatever. Um, yeah. Also, I know you guys are beginners, and so I do not want you guys to compare your journeys to like me. And then also, you guys are kind of older too. So again, I started learning Spanish like at 8 or 9 years old. So like I had nothing but free time. Like that's all I ever did. Learning a language today, we as people have jobs. We like have a family. Some of you guys probably have children. So the time is kind of like limited for you guys. And so therefore it might take you a little longer. But with consistency, you will achieve fluency. I can guarantee you that. Um, trying to see. So yeah, I've been speaking Spanish for over like 10 years now. And you guys are still new. So you can't compare. Also, comparison is the thief of joy. And if you're always comparing yourself to someone else's journey, experience, level, you'll never fully be able to live within your own. And so don't don't compare. And also everybody's worried about the destination and they're trying to become fluent. And really the fun is in the process. Like the process and learning and making mistakes and like that is the fun part. Miguel, ay, hola Miguel, ¿cómo estás? Sí, llegaste, te veo. Um, si tú te quieres unir, tú te puedes unir, yo te puedo mandar un enlace para tú unirte, para yo no estar aquí solo. Mira, te voy a mandar mensaje ahora mismo. Espérate. Um, um, I just sent you a message, Miguel. If you want to look at it. Estoy bien aquí trabajando, ya tú sabes. Ah, tú siempre estás trabajando, loco. So for those of you guys who don't know, Miguel is a supporter as well. He works in the airport. He's always working, literally. Um, I think that's all he ever does. Agree on not comparing, but you do motivate. Yes, absolutely. Okay, yes, motivating for sure. Yes, yes, and thank you. Miguel, ahora tú sales muy tarde. 50 horas cada semana. Jesus, you work 50 hours a week is, I mean, that's not too bad. I think 40 hours. I don't know. You must really love your job. 50 hours a week is a little crazy. You leave at 9 every day. 50 horas, exactly. A las 9 de la noche me voy. Oh, okay. Te vas. ¿Cómo te, cómo te, cómo te ha ido hoy en el trabajo? ¿Te va bien? Maybe you can join the next live, Miguel, or whenever you have a day off. Miguel, I'm going to be live 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 6:30 to about 8 our time. We live in the same state. And you can join. I also really appreciate you guys for your commentary, your questions, your comments, because I'm not going to lie, I do not like being up here by myself, and you guys make it a little easier. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tengo los martes y miércoles libres. Mañana estaré libre todo el día. Ok, ¿qué día es mañana? Mañana es martes. Okay, sí. Martes. Yeah, you can join tomorrow. Um, I'll send you a link tomorrow. It's the same time, so I'll send you. Te voy a mandar un enlace mañana, como a las 6 de la tarde, and then I go live at 6:30, and you can join. We appreciate you doing this. Absolutely. There's gonna be something else that's coming that I'm doing as well. I can't reveal it to you guys yet. I will let you guys know within a few weeks, but it's even cooler and better than what I'm doing now on here. I think you guys will enjoy it. So you guys can be looking out for that. That'll be coming within the next like 2 weeks or so. Um, so yeah. I'm trying to see what else. Oh yeah, yeah. Can you still the beans on CGT yet? Um, Not yet. um, I well, could I? I mean, I'm my own boss. I could do what I want, but um, not yet. What do you guys think it means? Okay, let's do. Okay, what do you guys think CGT means? Adivining, 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 adivining. What do you guys think it means? It used to be so. I used to name the lives DB Academy, which DB stands for my name, Demontre Brown, and then the Academy. Um, I just came with that and just put it. But it's not that anymore. It is now CGT. And so I don't believe any of you guys will get it or figure out what it means. Um, it's nothing too big, but Cool Gringo Team is hilarious. Cool Gringo Team is actually funny, but no, that is not that is not what it means. Um, I'm convinced you guys are going to get it. But I'm waiting to announce it when I announce the other thing that I'm doing. They go hand in hand. And so I'll be able to reveal it to you then. Um, so yeah. What time is it? I'm going to stay on about like 10 more minutes. So if you guys have any more questions or anything, I'm willing to answer them. Be on about like another 10 minutes or so. That is hilarious. LOL. Miguel, ¿cuántos años llevas aprendiendo español tú? Más de like 2 o 3 años, ¿verdad? Waiting for you guys' comments. Cha. Cha, what? ¿Qué pasó, Miguel? 15. Oh, you've been speaking Spanish for 15 years? Jesus. 15 is actually a long time. Wow. What would you consider your level to be, Miguel? Do you think you're like fluent at 15 years? 15 years, you better be fluent. 15 years, Spanish better be replaced with English. Goals. Yeah, literally. But no, I think Miguel speaks really good Spanish. A call center Spanish rep level, LOL. Not after 15 years. 15 years is crazy. 15 years is crazy. Pero te felicito. Te felicito de verdad. Te felicito. um, Let me see. So yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. What's tomorrow? What did I say tomorrow was? No, tomorrow's not Wednesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Oh, okay. So tomorrow will be storytelling and collaborative storytelling. So if I still don't have a panel yet, I can carry entire romantic relationship in Spanish, and I make well, everybody's here is grown. Okay, so you make love in Spanish. That is nice. Okay, hopefully I'll get there soon. You will. You definitely will. You guys will look up one day and be like, "Dang, I really understand a lot. I really speak a lot." Like you guys will get there. Um, So tomorrow, I don't know why I thought tomorrow was Wednesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So mañana es martes. And so tomorrow's storytelling and collaborative storytelling as well. And so if you guys decide to come tomorrow same time, you guys will be a part of helping to create a story in Spanish. I have no choice. Él vive en Santo Domingo. Oh, sí, 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 sí. Ya tú me dijiste eso. So el novio de Miguel vive en Santo Domingo y solamente habla español, ¿verdad? Um, ¿Qué opinas de Duolingo? What do I think about Duolingo? We actually had that conversation on live yesterday. So I was on live yesterday with Wisdom. Wisdom was completely against Duolingo. Me personally, I think it's cool. I started off with Duolingo, but I just don't like the examples they give. They give, to me, in my opinion, they give examples that you couldn't go out and use in real life, like the house eats the tree. Like, where am I going to use that sentence at? And so I don't like the examples that they give. But as far as learning vocabulary and like sentence structure, I think it does a good job. I think Duolingo does a good job. I like Duolingo. Now, would I say only use Duolingo? No, I don't think you should only ever use one resource. I think you should use many different resources when learning a language, different apps, books, shows, talking to different people, stuff like that. What are your thoughts on the dreaming Spanish guideline? If not speaking until like 1,000 hours or something like that. I started practicing speaking almost immediately. Wanted to get your input. So again, I started learning Spanish at like 9 years old, and I don't think I had my first dream in Spanish until like, I don't know, like a few years. Now I dream in Spanish very frequently, actually, but it took me a while. So I really don't know. It took me a few years. I know that for sure. I know like within the first like 2 or 3 years, I was not dreaming in Spanish at all. Like it was a few years. I started practicing speaking almost immediately. I think that that's good. I think it's good to start speaking immediately. One thing that I was doing with Korean was I wasn't speaking immediately. I was spending a lot of time training my ear. So training my ear meaning like just listening to a lot of Korean TV, news, whatever songs, and just training myself to understand. Okay, like the sounds that they make in their language, because each language has different sounds. Um, to notice when a sentence ended and when it started again. All of those things I was doing so that way when I was in an actual conversation, I wasn't completely lost. Everybody learns differently and at their own pace. People pick things up quickly, others it may take longer. That is true. Yes, everybody has different levels and everything. It's a website called Dreaming Spanish, and they say to not speak until. Oh no, I've never heard of that actually. I probably looked that up. I'm gonna take a picture of this, what you of your comment, and I'm gonna look it up when I get off. No, I've never heard of this thing. Um, I've never heard anybody talk about it. What is you guys' learning style? Like for me, my learning style is old fashioned, like books, writing down words, writing down phrases, and reviewing them. I say speak immediately and let people correct you. Yeah, that is true. You should look at learning a language like how children learn. Like they don't really use textbooks and stuff. They just say things and then we correct them, and then they gradually start to correct it themselves. That'll be pretty good. I just got a message, so I'll read that in a minute. I'm a visual and audible learner. Yeah, I'm a visual learner too. I'm definitely a visual. I need to see what you're doing. You can't just tell me to do something. I won't know what to do. I like listening to kids' videos to learn vocab. Yes, kids are a great way to learn, especially when you're learning a new language. Textbooks are my weakness. Mine too. I enjoy a great textbook, um, or just books in general. A mí me gustan mucho los libros. My style is taking classes, watching Netflix, and then practicing with people. Absolutely. Taking classes. I've never paid to take a Spanish class. Um, the most Spanish classes I've taken is in school. I've heard the no speaking until after 1,000 hours or however long is supposed to simulate the way children learn. Hmm. I don't. I never heard of it, but what I can say is, I mean, you could do that, but I think us as people, we kind of know how language works, so we don't have to wait like 1,000 hours to start speaking. We could just speak. Unlike babies, they literally don't have the ability to like speak when they're born. When they're born. So I see Azriel, Miguel. Who was this? Beats the Great, Mr. Cody. If you guys ever want to join the lives, literally all you guys have to do is let me know, and I will send you guys a link. Um, I can send it to you via Facebook, or I can send it to you guys via Instagram as well. Have you heard of Aya Verbs, the app? It's like Duolingo for conjugating verbs. I use it a lot. I think it's pretty good. No, I've never heard of that. When it comes to apps and stuff, as far as learning Spanish goes, I'm gonna have to kind of get caught up because it's been so long since I've actually been learning Spanish. I'm not like up to date with all the different apps and stuff. My learning style is only involving myself with people who speak Spanish. During my learning process, if you didn't speak Spanish, I was like, no hablo inglés, lo siento. Ah, yes, true. Mi nombre es Justina or Justina. Okay, hello, Justina or Justina. Um, I was no hablo inglés, lo siento. That's also a good way to surround yourself, or to submerge yourself rather, um, in like complete Spanish and only converse with those who speak the language. Your target language is also helpful as well. To eliminate as much English as possible and just welcome Spanish in is also another way to help. Um, yeah. I'll respond to him soon. Me and hello. I mean, thank you. Hello, hola, hola, hola. You're welcome. Genovio. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's great until you guys are having a disagreement or an argument, and then you can't say what you really want to say to your partner because they don't. You're still learning the language, and they don't know your language, and vice versa. So I think it's good until that point. Um. All right, you guys have any final questions? I'm gonna be getting off in like 2 minutes. And I want to answer whatever question that you guys have. And then I'll be here again tomorrow, same time as well. For those of you guys who want to join. Miguel, tú vas a estar aquí conmigo mañana, sí? Espero verte mañana. Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about all this when you join tomorrow. Um, Let me see. Chrissy, you didn't eat anything yet?
No, thank you. I was hungry.
Let me see. I'm waiting to see if any questions. This was nice. Y'all are some cool gringos team. I'm gonna let you stick with it. I actually might use that for something. I don't even know for what. Um, but yes, it's always a pleasure. Siempre es un placer hablarles a ustedes. It's always a pleasure to speak with you guys. I appreciate all of you guys' support. You guys actually don't even know how much your comments, the like, everything. It really means a lot to me. And so I am very, very, very thankful. Um, let me see. Yes, guys, Miguel will be in the live tomorrow. So, guys, make sure to be back. We're gonna get some of his stories tomorrow. And if you guys don't have any more questions, thank you so much. It's been a great hour and 6 minutes. I think we got a lot of information today. I think we talked about a lot of different things. I'm gonna wait and see if any other comments come through. Espero que pasen muy buenas noches. I hope you guys have a really good night. Tomorrow's the last day of 2024. And tomorrow, I also want to know some of you guys' like New Year goals as well, aside from Spanish too. But pasa linda noche. Igualmente, nos vemos mañana. Okay, guys. I'm gonna wait. Sometimes the comments be lagging and they come in a little later, and I don't want someone to say something and then I don't answer. So I'm gonna wait and see. Okay. Buenas noches. Nos vemos mañana. I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Ciao.